Hi there, welcome to Obachanchatter, and I'm here today to recap with you Vanderpump Rules. I think it's season 11, the reunion part one. Didn't take any notes on this because it was pretty much like the same shit over and over again. By the time this episode airs, something about her would have been open. James and Tom Swartz still have contention about Raquel. So they all remember she didn't love you, she loved me more. Oh, that was some fake ass shit while you was downstairs. While Raquel was downstairs sucking on your dick, Ariana was upstairs moaning because you wasn't loving on her. A whole bunch of that rhetoric bullshit. I don't think the reunion is gonna be good till part two when we see actually Joe come on there and she's talking with Tom and you got Katie. So anyway, a couple of times Katie and LaLa went up against each other. I want to say this that I don't know what LaLa's name was before it was LaLa, but it's been weird watching her grow over the season. So when she first came in, her attitude, you don't say nothing about me. I mean, she still come off as a badass bitch, but she's a little bit more softer, not so. She had like she had like fuck boy tendencies when she was a girl. So, to see her grow and change and so it's been exciting to find out that she having the baby. It's gonna be a girl born September from they picked out who her surrogate who her sperm donor is gonna be for her daughter. And she said she'd rather have it this way. Surprisingly enough, she says Randolph, her ex, and his wife, because she said she wasn't, but she was a side piece. She was a side chick. She said that her and his ex-wife get along good, so they get to put the kids together. But I think it's a big age difference between Lala kids and Randall's kids. I think it's a nice little age difference, but the women get along, which is rare. So it was also they was talking about Raquel that she's suing Ariana and Tom, but Tom said he don't understand why she's suing Ariana, that she did enough. And then he said he don't like that Raquel acting like the victim because they both was complicit in this. He said she was scheming and shit and smiling and grinning and skinning and putting shit together just as hard or as fast as he was, and now she's trying to act like she was groomed. And and he said she didn't groom her, but Lala tells Tom you did groom her, and he was like, grooming is not grooming. She said, no, grooming don't have nothing to do, which is true. That shit don't have nothing to do with you being no pedophile or you preferring younger kids. Grooming is when you're a person who is more mature, or usually you older than the person, you're able to manipulate and move the relationship and make the narrative what you wanted to be to make these motherfuckers believe what you believe. Yeah, you're the dominant person in the relationship. So she kind of explained that to him, and he kind of said he could see it. Then it went off for Sheena, and Sheena was like, the shit with Raquel and Tom fucked me up in my head because I already got postpartum depression, OCD, chronics, and as good as gold shit going on, and to think that, and then I was fucking around looking in them comments, and the comments was like, yo, I seen LaLa and Brock looking at each other like this. So what the fuck is up with that? Is y'all doing this shit or what? So, she's like, so the shit like that was fucking my head up. And then, if you read the comments, it will mess your head up. So, they was asking Katie. Did they ask Katie anything? Oh, Katie and LaLa what that thing was, and LaLa was like, "Listen, Katie, I ain't gonna be the type of friend we're friends and I care about you, but we're just gonna have to check each other because they seem to somehow butt heads." And then they gave Ariana was like, "Damn, ever since this motherfucker cheated on you, you hit the jackpot. You on Broadway, you making all kinds of commercials and shit." You on Dancing with the Stars. Everywhere we look, we see Ariana. You getting movie deals and this and that and that thing. She was like, yeah, I know. But anyway, behind the scene, everybody's saying because she getting so many opportunities that she being the bitch. How true that is, I don't know. So anyway, she still just do name Dan, and I don't think they're gonna last because first of all, they in New York together because she's still doing Broadway and or Chicago, something she doing up there, but it's on Broadway. He live there, but he ain't live. They ain't staying together. I think she's staying in a hotel, but she said while they there, they real close because they like what we having for dinner. They have no type of conversation. But I don't think it's gonna go nowhere because she opened up this spot, this sandwich spot with Katie, and it was something where LaLa was saying that her LaLa and Katie was talking, and somewhere Katie was saying that she wasn't gonna be dogging out Ariana because she ain't trying to fuck up her food business with her. Like if she said something that the business would go bad. So anyway, Lisa was asking about this girl named Peggy who seemed like the girls want to have their own sandwich shop, but Lisa Vanderpump uh damn, what do you call it, was networking with this lady and gave them to and oh my god, and introduced Katie and Ariana too. I guess her name is Penny or Peggy or something, but Peggy, they ain't like Peggy because Peggy trying to take her the process, and apparently they in court about that shit. It's something where it's a law, it's apparently a lawsuit about this Peggy against them because even Lisa said, I thought it was gonna be a three-way partnership, and they was like, nah, it wasn't never gonna be that way. It was gonna be me and her and not your friend. So anyway, Lisa said she's sorry about that. And then Andy asked Ariana was she still living in the house, and she said, "My shit is still there, and I ain't spent the night there last night, but my shit she still live there." So anyway, she got a junction in the courts to make Tom force him to sell the fucking house because she want him to sell the house, and he don't want to sell it. He wanted to keep it as investment. I think he forced to do some shit together. So anyway, she's trying to make him sell the house, but they can't talk about the shit because it's tied up in the courts, and they can't talk about the Raquel shit either because it's tied up in the courts. So anyway, Tom apparently has a new girlfriend. She look kind of cute. I don't know what she just like. She might be a model, but he got a new girlfriend. He says it's going okay. He's no longer the villain. And then they would just keep trying to tell him the same shit that they've been trying to tell him, that you just always got an excuse. Instead of you just taking the blame for shit, you want to say we all have done it. But we ain't talking about that now. That's back then. We talk about it now. So he got a problem with taking accountability still. So I'm trying to think what else I can remember. First off, Andy was asking Lisa why she closed down Pump. She said Pump, the rent was too expensive. And Andy said he drive by there and it's still empty. And she was like, because the rent is too expensive. So anyway, they was asking what is the Tom Tom brand, and they was like, we are the brand. So they was like, what is the brand? They was like, we kind of like are the brand. And they was like, did it bother you that she was taking stuff from Tom Tom's to put somewhere else in another restaurant, taking shit from Pump to get Tom Tom? Somewhere she was moving shit around without asking them. And they was like, we don't give a fuck, our name's still on it. And Tom said he's welcome back into Tom's and Schwartz now, that he be in there making drinks and shit, and that they said their clientele, I mean their restaurant, is picking up with more people coming in there to eat and shit. So they covered that. I ain't trying to say nothing, but where the fuck is Ken? Is Ken still alive, ain't he? She don't say shit about Ken. We ain't seen Ken about 2 years now, ain't it? He don't even come to the reunions no more. Is Ken alive? Yeah, Ken is alive, but we ain't seen Ken in a long time. So anyway, we got Brock. So all these motherfuckers was crying. He crying on the stage because him and Sheena went to Australia and he didn't see his kids. I think I'd have made that shit happen. Australia is real far from California. So he said he's trying to make the mother and the kid. He ain't trying to make them, but he paying his child support. He been paying it for the last couple of years. He wanted to be up to the kids and shit if they want to see him or not. The mama leaving it up to them. So he said eventually it'll be that way. And he started crying because he said, and so was Sheena because he's on to be an awesome dad for Summer Moon. So he's got to be one for them too. Whatever the fuck. Okay, you get a second chance. Sometimes you do better. So he was like, I'm trying to be a better man, or whatever the fuck, with his too tight pants on and no socks. So anyway, they start telling Lisa and them start laughing and teasing James because he's the one that brought Raquel to the group, and this motherfucker say sorry, sorry, and that's all he says is sorry. And I think that wraps it up. Wasn't too much to say about this. I just think that part two is going to be so much better because that Joe girl going to be in there. Mm-hmm. Yep. That Joe girl going to be in there. So anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent 10 minutes and 15 seconds with me, and I loved it. Bye now.